Howdy, good morning. My name is Rob and you're watching Junk Monkey Treasures. If you watched yesterday's video, you know I come to a new spot. We are in Ashland, Oregon, and we're outside the brand new to me Goodwill, and it's a brand new building. It's about a year old since they opened, or thereabouts, maybe a little longer. I kind of lose track of time, but I've never been in here. Their parking leaves a little to be desired, but we're going to go in here and see if we can find some treasures. So like and subscribe, come along for the ride. I'll see you when we get inside this new Goodwill. And just like that, we are in, but we're not in the Ashland store, we're in the Medford store, and we're already finding stuff. There are 3 pieces of Fenton right here, all milk glass, hobnail, ruffled and crimped. There's a big rose bowl, $7. Huh. It's got a, yep, Fenton. Yeah, that Ashland store was very small. The music in there was exceedingly loud, and it was surprisingly crowded in there, but it was mostly clothing. And I am trying to stay away from clothing. I'm terrible about getting it listed, and I don't do well with it. There's a cute little mid-century bud vase for 79 cents. I think we're gonna leave that one. I'm not too thrilled about it. But anyway, there were a few pickers back there in the hard goods section of that store. And one of them was very aggressive about invading people's spaces and reaching in front of them, all but snatching things away from people. That just kind of turned me off. People that do that kind of stuff, they stink of desperation to me. If they're acting like that in public, they don't have much respect for anybody else or themselves, and it's just not my kind of thing. So, on the way home, I decided to swing in here, see if anything good got put out today. And lo and behold, we're already doing well. We got 3 pieces of Fenton. All right. Surprised I got those. I saw one of my friends who is a picker leaving as I was coming in. Had to park all the way around behind the building. It's so crowded. So to walk up and find Fenton on the shelf was kind of a surprise. A good one. There's a Lenox crystal clock. It's a pretty nice one. What do they want for that? $4.79. You know, I think I'm gonna pass on it. There's a few Pyrex lids here, but I like to catch them on the half off or 3/4 off. Or I like to buy them at the bins. I've got a couple of them at the house I need to get listed. Oh, I thought it had a foot on it, but it doesn't. All right, folks, I'll bring you in when I find something. There's a carnival glass bowl. What do they want for that? $8? I don't do well with the Marigold carnival glass. So it's like the pinwheel pressed design in it. Yeah, I think we're gonna leave that here. If it's still here on half off day, maybe we'll pick it up, but probably not. Somebody will pick it up soon. We've got a large set of these milk glass grape pattern glasses. That's going to be Westmoreland. For, I think it's $1.99 a pair. No, it's $2.99 a pair, or $1.99 if you buy a single. Look, there's a pretty little sugar with the gold leaf on it. I can't make that out. Fostoria. It's pretty. But for $4.79, I think we'll leave that here. Oh, I don't know why I look at mugs. I don't want to get back in the same situation I was in before my big inventory reduction sale. I probably had 30 or 40 mugs. I was very happy to get rid of them. I've still got one or two. Oh, there's a lamp part. It's just a harp, and it's been opened. What do they want for it? $2.49. It's a medium-sized harp. I think we'll get that. Earlier, I walked up to the front and we found one VHS. It's a horror one. It's Hellraiser's Inferno. I watched the original movie. Not my thing. I didn't watch any of the sequels or prequels. All right, folks, I'll bring you back in when we find something that's a little crowded. So they brought out a couple more new carts, and we got lucky again. More Fenton Silvercrest candle holders. Oh boy, I've got it jammed. There we go. But a matched pair of Silvercrest Fenton candle holders. We got a Fenton bear, one of the birthstone bears. This one is for February. And hopefully Mrs. Monkey won't see it because she'll fall in love with it and want to keep it. But 79 cents on that one. And with that, I think we're going to call it a day, and I'll see you guys back at the shop. Trying to get out of here, and then I noticed this little crystal pitcher. Picked it up, and yep, it is Baccarat. So Baccarat crystal. There we go. We will absolutely take that. And then we're going to try to get out of here without spotting anything else. So Baccarat crystal to close out the day. Well, that was an interesting day we had. Let's see. I filmed one video for you guys, and you saw that one yesterday. That was in the antique mall. And then I tried to take you to a Goodwill we hadn't been to before. Sorry, you're a little crooked. And that Goodwill was just not conducive to what I like to do. It was way in the back of the beyond warehouse type district, down these little service roads and stuff. They built that place brand new, and they chose that location. I don't know why. The old adage, location, 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 means a lot. However, the place was still crowded, but it didn't take many people to crowd it. So got in there, the music was really loud, and they really didn't have much of anything to look at. I did make it out of there with one piece of vintage, and that was this vintage lucite paperweight with, oh, bless me, I am so sorry, y'all. That just jumped on me with both feet. I'm not redoing this outro. Anyway, this very vintage piece of lucite with a flower in it. Probably Queen Anne's lace is the flower. But a very pretty piece. It's in really good shape. I rarely ever find them in this nice a condition. But that was the only piece we made it out of there with. And went out, sat in the truck in the parking lot in my truck. Can't speak sometimes, y'all. And I said, well, let me look, see if there's any other antique malls around the area. So I looked up antique stores and antique malls. There were a few downtown. I'm not going to downtown Ashland in my truck. It's a long, long way from where I can actually park my truck to any place of any interest for what we're doing. So I'm not going to downtown Ashland. So then I found another one. It was the next exit up the interstate. And I'm like, I don't remember there being one over there. Well, let's go look at it. So I typed it into my Google Maps or my app on my phone, whatever it is. I think it's just the one that comes with it. And away we went. We get there and there's no antique store there. So I pulled into the parking lot next door. It turned out to be a veterinary hospital, and went in there and asked, and sure enough, it had closed. And I didn't have anything for a video for you guys today. I said, well, let me, on the way home, just stop by my regular Goodwill. Dadgummit, that place just keeps providing. Every time I'm in need, that place comes through for me every time. The people there are great, from the manager all the way down to the new people. They're always very nice, very professional, very helpful. And I appreciate every daggum one of them. We went in there and just automatically started finding stuff. First thing we found was 3 pieces of Fenton. We found 2 bonbons. Oh boy, come out of there. How did that happen? Those 2 pieces of glass are locked together. Ah, there it went. Whew. Things like that happen a lot of times. The only way to get them apart is to break them. And I wasn't about to break 2 pieces of Fenton. We paid, at the end of the day, we paid about $5 or $6 a piece for everything we got when we cost average. Because a couple of pieces were a little more, a couple of pieces were a little less. But a couple of milk glass, ruffled and crimped bonbons, the small bonbon and the larger bonbon. A bonbon dish is just a candy dish. It's too low to be called a bowl. So there's those. And then we also found the medium-size rose bowl. They make a smaller one and a much bigger one. So 3 nice pieces of Fenton. This one has actually got the Fenton mark on it, so it doesn't have an 8 or 9 in it, so we know it was made in the 70s. I need to check the other 2 for, okay, that one's unmarked, so before the 72. And that one is unmarked, so before 72. We wandered around, went up front, found another horror VHS. We'll get that listed pretty quick. Found some more lamp parts. I'll take lamp parts all day long, every day. They're hard to come by. That little lamp we found over at the bins, I still have not found a replacement socket for it. Anywho, we wandered around a little bit, and then they brought 2 or 3 more fresh carts out back to back to back, and we started hitting. The first thing we hit was this little Fenton bear. It's a birthstone bear from February, because it's got the purple heart for amethyst. We only paid 79 cents for that, which helped us cost average everything down. And then the next cart, we found a matched pair of silver lace Fenton candlestick holders. And I'll show you a trick with these. They set upside down pretty easy, and they become a little dish. And that little dish is the perfect platform to display paperweights on. So the bonbon dishes are the same thing. They make a perfect, you can turn a regular old paperweight into a very floral thing. So get you some bonbons or some candle holders and use them to display your paperweights. And then we were ready to leave, tired. Feet are hurting me, my knees are killing me, but there's a crowd in between me and the door, so I circle around. And I finally found my path to get out of there. And I glanced to my left, I'm like, oh, that's a pretty little vase. I wonder if it's got a mark on it. So I grabbed it, turned it upside down. Sure enough, it's got a baccarat mark on it. And then on the bottom edge, it spells out baccarat. So a beautiful little baccarat crystal vase. Very heavy for no bigger than it is. It can't be much more than 6 or 7 inches tall. But that thing probably weighs 2.5 pounds. Let's see. 2 pounds, 3 ounces. So 2¼ pounds. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about 8 pieces back to back to back right there in my local Goodwill. So that place, I wouldn't call it a honey hole as much as I would my good luck charm. So there you go. That's what we did for the day. I appreciate you guys going with me on my little treasure hunting adventures. Sometimes we do really well. So stick with me, and maybe in the future we'll hit another good honey hole like that. And I appreciate each and every one of you for going with me today. It means the world to me. I hope to see you in a future video. So y'all come back now. You hear?